Hello, Ganny. And Pelb. How's it going? Surely I'll do it today. I am pretty damn confident. Like I said, I've got phase 1 and 2 down. I didn't play terribly long yesterday, but there's a couple things that just clicked for me. And I can pretty much get through phase 1 and 2 unscathed. It may take some warming up. Phase 3 is just, everything's a little faster. So it's definitely going to take me a few tries and warming up, but it could be quick today. We have a lot of time that I might try to do the other ending as well, but I have some other things I need to take care of as well for the rest of the week. We're also going to be streaming on Saturday this week, doing Resident Evil Outbreak. This is why doing this today just made sense. Because it's a 4-hour stream. There's no big multiplayer thing going on right now. I'm waiting for the update for Repo, Arch-Tempered, Ray Dow, and Monster Hunter. That's supposed to be this week. But that's not going to be available at least until next Monday for me. So it just made sense to squeeze this in today. Excavating a mountain to make room for a big old build. I've done that. Spent hours just going back and forth, flattening out a mountain. But how are you guys doing? How's your weekends? Crazy warm here on Saturday. We already had 80-degree weather. I am not ready for that. Thankfully it didn't last, but it was a nice day to go out. No, it's not. Back when I regularly played on some of the servers I worked on, like, joining as a player meant that you couldn't really cheat, like use admin abilities to get ahead, so I made a castle on top of a mountain, but it required flattening that place out. And it took a while. Weekend was pretty good. Yeah, like I said, I spent a couple hours on this yesterday, so the big thing I wanted to try was full control. Trying to figure out a way to get full control 5 charge in. And I did that. I said I don't exactly love how I did that. But it works. It works very well. You use full control? That's one of the things I was wondering about. It feels intentional, but at the same time, it doesn't. And I'll explain why as we go. Besides that, there are a couple things about the fight that I learned just by actually really paying attention. One of the things I've realized I do in games like this that I need to stop myself from doing, I have a bad habit, is watching your character, watching the character you're playing as, instead of watching the enemy. And I tend to do that in side-scrolling Souls-likes, and I don't know why. But one of the key things, the ways you're going to do better in games like this, is you watch the opponent, you watch the boss, you keep your focus on the boss. You can see all the little details in its animations. And then you watch yourself and your periphery. But I'm really bad at focusing back towards the center of the screen sometimes. It's something about side-scrollers like this in particular. Because I don't really do it in 3D games. Oh, what you cooking, Yanny? Let me know when you get back. We'll do this. Talk about what I figured out as we go. So the key thing is, right there, her talisman attack. Her talisman attack, despite being a mile wide, hitbox has a very short hitbox. It's really weird. Like I said, it almost doesn't feel intentional because you get pulled in from so far to her left or right. But you can basically be on top of her head and not get hit by her attack. That's the key thing I figured out here. And right after her dash in is the key moment to do this. It's a pretty big opening. So stuns her, obviously, so you can get a heal in if you need to. Little bits of damage. Yep. There we go. Phase 2. The key thing here I noticed, again, by paying attention to her, when she opens her eyes. When she opens her... Oh, I missed that. But when she opens her eyes in the first charge is when you want to release. So she has her eyes closed in the attack. So once she opens her eyes, you just release the charge parry, and you will pretty much get it every time. Sometimes I don't get that last bit because you got to get a charge out really quickly, but I'm pretty consistent at this point. Shit. This gets me still a little bit too, but then you can catch her like that. Sometimes the full charge there is a little tight in phase 2. You usually have enough time before she jumps up and slices you out of the air. Ah, I got a little early. You can also dodge through it if you're quick. So if I get hit in the middle there, I always just dodge to the last attack. Like, I might not have time here. Nope, he just kind of stood there for an attack. And on to phase 3. First try. I'm kind of surprised. I figured I need more of a warm-up. I pressed the wrong button there. Ow, that? Did she actually get me? That's weird. She didn't. Oh god, wrong. I thought she was doing the talisman attack. She was not. What I'm trying to figure out here is how to use my arrows. That's my biggest issue here. You do not get a lot of openings on this final phase. Oh, I'm timing everything wrong. Oh, facing the wrong way. Alright, well that was a very good attempt for a first try. I didn't necessarily expect to get to phase 3. Took you like 3 tries to figure out when you fought her because you got lucky, you suppose? Yeah, like I said, it feels weird. It doesn't... It all comes back to my issues with the hitbox in this game. hitboxes in this game, because the fact that it's so wide, so fucking wide, like that talisman attack will pull you into it from a mile behind her. But you can literally be on top of the head, like on top of her head of her sprite, and it won't hit. So the hitbox is just super, super wide horizontally, but not tall at all vertically. And there's nothing that really teaches you to go for that, so it's really just a trial and error thing until you figure it out. I think that's the biggest issue with this game, is it doesn't do a really good job teaching you a lot of the things you need to figure out. And again, if the hitboxes were more precise and accurate to what you expect, it wouldn't be as much of an issue. I feel like that issue still stands, but I do like this fight now. It is fun now that I understand how to do it. Yeah, the eyes thing works really well for me. That is definitely meant to be your tell there. She closes her eyes when she starts charging, and then as soon as she opens her eyes is like the half-second moment before she's going to attack. So again, like just watching her instead of my character is what made me realize, oh yeah, she's opening her eyes as she attacks. It's perfect. There's the time. You want to do all the parry, all the normal attacks, even if horizontal tunnels you into punishing. Yeah. My problem is I often end up landing in her talisman attack in phase 3. So I've been trying to like dash behind her at the end there. And then maybe use the arrow. I don't know. Like doesn't feel like there's a lot of openings at all in phase 3. So it's just getting all of her attacks down and slowly poking down her health. But like I said, I can get through phase 1 and 2 nearly flawlessly now, so I should have plenty of health to do it. And I also swapped to the revive Jade so that I can get an extra attempt if I make a big bad mistake. It's just all about getting there. Like phase 1 it isn't even really daunting at all anymore. It's pretty straightforward. She definitely has magnet hands. Just weird they don't, magnetize you on top of her. Like, I'll try to get a really low one and you can just see. It's kind of ridiculous just how low you can be and not get hit. Like, some of Yi can be on top of her, like, her chest in that, like, short cloak she has. And you'll be fine. You will not be hit by the talisman. It's very weird. That's my name why it doesn't feel like it's terribly intended. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm really curious, like, how the developers might have intended to do this fight. I'm sure there's plenty of ways you can, but like what their initial idea was. Oh yeah, it's very fun to do. There's no question there. That was really the moment that this clicked for me once I realized that was it. And right there, that wasn't terribly low, but again, she went right through me and I didn't get hit. If I was behind her, in front of her, that I definitely would have. Could still be significantly lower than that. Still not get hit. Get it too early. So, yep, I wasn't sure if I'd have time there, and I did not. Oh, Here I definitely don't, but I'm doing it anyway. Wow, she let me get away with it just barely. Ah, held it too long. I was getting through this unscathed yesterday, like through phase 2, without taking any damage. Once I warm up, I'm sure I'll be fine. Half my heals. Not bad. Sometimes you just don't have enough time there for a 5 charge, but... Oh, I didn't jump high enough. See, sometimes you just fall into it and it feels like you just can't get the damn deflect. Ah, see, I fell too early. That's why I've been trying to kind of dodge behind her. So I can maybe get the arrow shot or something, but it's also difficult to even try to get any sort of damage. Oh, shit. Ah, see, I would be dead there if not for the extra life thing. How? See, that one I thought I should have gotten. Damn. Hey, AJ Valhub. How you guys doing? How was your weekends? I was pretty good. Got her under half in that final phase. The only other thing I've been thinking about trying is a different arrow. Isn't there a... Wait a minute. Is it this? Shadow Strike? The homing one. Shadow Hunter. That is it, right? No, I'm thinking of something else. Best arrow is Shadow Hunter? Really? Okay, well... Are you sure it's not upgraded? You're right, it's not. Fuck. I thought I bought that. Damn. I thought I bought everything from him. I swear I did. It's so weird. It's fine. I don't think I need it, but yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have. Because I could do that maybe in the air in third phase, like when the red attack comes, just to stay above it. And then she'll get hit by it as it homes in on her. That's what I was thinking, but obviously now we're not going to try that. It must have been one of the last things I needed to buy. I just didn't want to farm that day before we got to the point of no return. Yeah, see how low I was there? Yi's body was entirely covering her face, and I still didn't get hit by the talisman. This might hit me. Nope. Wow. Wow. Basically on top of her torso, and still didn't get hit by it. Hitbox is so short for her talisman attack. It's like it's so weird that it pulls you in horizontally so far. decent phase 1. A skill issue. Which part, AJ? A lot going on here. Going right in again, huh? I almost didn't have time there. Oh, shit. Ah. Hard to use my extra life thing. Catch up in a second, though. Definitely hard to read. Probably isn't the one either way, but we'll see. I do appreciate how consistent she is with those uppercut attacks. Ow, I didn't charge. Weird. That should not go away? Oh, wow. You usually don't dodge that if you go away from it. You go under her. Now she's dead. On to phase 3. Still got half my heals. I don't let myself get too low. Oh, shit. Whoa, I couldn't get a heal out, huh? Ah, okay. Didn't think so. Strat you can't do since you don't have it upgraded is with Enhanced Ki Blast skill. Gives you Azure Sand on 3 Talisman use and use Shadowhunter spam. Yeah, I was honestly thinking about that because you can't do a 5 charge in phase 3, at least not much. You were doing a one-handed 0 upgrade, 0 Jade run today with some quality of life mods, which broke the game so much. Media Theater was almost entirely invisible. The area just did not render right. Oh! Okay, when you said broke the game, I thought you meant, like, made it easy, not literally broke the game and bugged it out. Honestly, I'm appreciating a lot about this game more, but the hitboxes are just bad. There's no arguing that. It definitely is an issue. Because once you learn this stuff, it is very fun, but there is so much trial and error because things are not how they appear when it comes to attacks. How many textures did not render? That's weird. Wonder why quality of life mods would do that. Like, what did you install? Only her legs, as you could see, behind you there. And I still didn't get hit. Hitbox is tiny vertically, but a fucking mile wide horizontally. It's so strange. It does make it feel like it's intentional, but there's no way to know that without trying like, over and over until you just happen to discover that. Oop, shit. Save a couple. Skip cutscene mod. Oh, I see. I could see how it would break things. Ah, went a little too long. Yeah. I keep trying to read chat. It's just not going to work right now. I will catch you in a second. Oh, hello, Tanuki. Say that, and then, of course, immediately look at chat. Happy Easter Monday. This is the final boss of this game, and it is very difficult. I finally feel like I got it understood at this point. Yeah, noticing that eye thing was such a big thing for me as well. It gave me the perfect window. Like, as long as you release the button when she opens her eyes, you will always get that parry. That's good game design. That's good tell design. It's something this game has been lacking a bit. But that helps a ton for that. Jump there, she didn't. Alright, on to phase 3. How you guys doing today? How was your weekends? Bulu, Tanuki. No, shit. Ah, crap. I should have just tried to get the parry there. I don't have the time. Did not have the time for the 5 charge. How? Yeah, there's that mile-wide hitbox for the talisman. I was behind her there, and she still caught me. All right, let me catch up. It'd be nice if you could just skip that stuff normally, Peld. I said before, like, there's so many intros to bosses and phase intros and such that I wish you could skip. So I certainly would be all in on the quality of life if I had this on PC. Hey, happy Easter. Happy Easter Monday. How you guys doing? It's so much embarrassed your ancestors, but so worth it. I don't have much of a family anymore, and my girlfriend Mackenzie, she was having to pet sit this weekend. So I had this weekend mostly to myself, but I'd get a lot of things I needed to get done. We went out a little bit on Saturday. It was like 80 degrees out. We get some really early summer weather. It was a nice day to be out. Pretty decent weekend. Everyone plays best with no heals. Sometimes, yeah. I know I can beat her because I got her down to the final 4th of her HP yesterday, and then I stopped. Because it's like, okay, I don't want to actually beat her when I'm not on stream. I just want to practice. I want to understand the fight. And I feel like I mostly do now. Too much alcohol. You did say you were drunk yesterday. Got that same thing that some of the other boss fights do, though. This phase is basically pointless. Once you figured out this fight, first phase is pretty much pointless. It's just a warm-up. It's definitely a thing with this game. You're pretty much not going to take any damage. At least very little. At this point, I'm pretty much only using one heal at most. Hey, Bogdan. Hey, we're getting there. I didn't say I wouldn't get hit. I also didn't get hit, if you notice. I'm at full health, and I have not healed. Partial parries are not getting hit. Red health you get back. That's one of the things I really like about this combat. I did not get hit at all yet. Hitless phase 1. Oh, I'm opting to bit of jump there. That was a hit. Thanks, Tanuki. You have a good one. Enjoy your Monday as well. Woo. I keep looking at chat, and I probably just shouldn't be doing it. I didn't know I wouldn't have time. I shouldn't have gone for it. Just let it go with like the 3 or 4. They're not. It's literally not how this game works. Internal damage is completely separate. Surprised she let me get away with that. but to actually get damage. Okay. Did not expect to end up in front of her, but we did. Oh, shit. I'm just going to get some arrow shots and max out my health. Ah! Didn't jump for some reason. Okay, I'll take this. Got her. It's over. Learn from the best. Yeah, Mentor, I have to admit, you've improved a lot. You moved with grace and showed no trace of fear. You're not scared, Yi, knowing that everything might turn to dust? I'm scared. But I've also learned to accept failure. You didn't learn that from me. It's almost time. Jankiest? Why was it janky? Hey, Stark, thanks. Phase 3, maybe. Yeah, it was messy. Phase 1 and 2 were fine. Like I said, I never really fully got Phase 3 yesterday. I didn't want to. I wanted to do at least some learning today. I didn't want to just master it and come in here and immediately beat it. I only spent a couple hours on this yesterday. Thank you for joining me on an end to this era. It seems not even you can stop the inexorable heel of history. God. I need water. I feel like I wasn't breathing that whole friggin' fight. No, stop! Solarians will last forever and ever. A shining beacon of the universe. Just like using dynamite as a kung fu weapon as long as it works. Exactly. Survived. That's all that matters. I feel good having just basically mastered Phase 1 and 2. 3 is different enough where you kind of have to change the way you approach it. Because you can't do a 5 charge. That's why I think using the 3 charge with the arrow regeneration would be pretty great. If you have the homing arrow, which I did not. I did do it, Valhub. That's why I said basically, AJ. Mechanically, I have them mastered. Execution, never going to be 100% on that without many, 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 many tries. This seems bad. Where are you guys at? About 300,000 li away from New Kunlun. Is everything okay there? Good, then you should be out of range. What do you mean? What are you doing? Daegong infected the primordial roots before she died. Now I have to destroy it. What? You're going to detonate the rhizomatic bomb? But that will destroy the entire island, I know. But that's the only way I can put an end to this disaster. Perhaps this will finally allow Kunlun and allow everything to return to nature. But what about you? Sorry, but you'll have to take care of everything else. I've been a terrible friend, always making messes for you to clean up. Yi. That's not true, brother. Don't worry about it. Is Shanshan nearby? I want to speak to him. Yi? Shanshan, I need you to listen carefully. I'm afraid I won't be able to pick you up. You lied to me? Promise me you'll eat well and live on the pale blue planet. Even when you're on your own. Hey, Yield Fart. Hello. 40 months. Thank you, sir. How's it going? Just remember to teach yourself swimming. You'll surely be swimming in the sea in no time, even without me there to help. You're the smartest kid I've ever seen. No, I can't do anything without you, Yi. Why are you doing this? Why would you lie to me? You're gonna throw me away, and then why did you save me? You were the one who saved me. You helped me understand so much that I didn't before. I feel very fortunate to have spent all that time with you. Thank you, Sean. Just ignore him, Pelb. AJ be trolling. In the end, you were the one who woke me up. Or even able to bring me some hope for this world. Don't say that. I don't want you to go. You can't go. Don't cry. Someone once told me this. Life and death are one. When the end comes, we'll just return to heaven and earth. Why am I being left behind again? It's not fair. What am I supposed to do when I miss you? Don't worry. Whether you're under the sun's warm embrace or floating upon the boundless ocean, I'll be there as a part of you for all eternity. Okay, I better be going. Take care. Can we take turns? You don't. That looks very bad. Oh. Creepy eyeball. Normal ending was so bad. I imagine that's more of the bad ending. There's only 2, right? Yeah, so you definitely got a bad ending and a good ending, I would assume. The selfish ending where he prioritizes the Solarians versus the good ending where he sacrifices himself to save humanity. Well, what's left of it. If he dies, I don't know. They might pull some bullshit. Wow, that's what it looks like on the outside? It was set up to absorb power and heat from the sun. He parries the explosion. All the practice he's gotten, why not? More diamonds. Witness the end of New Kunlun. Fight through hardship. Finish 9 souls on standard mode. We did it. Oh, we're just floating in the void now, I guess. Xinwei Yang, Vincent. Interesting. All right, Pel. Chad Smith doing a cover of The Kill is pretty fucking good. Who? What? How'd I know you were going to say that, AJ? But yes. If there's a hard mode, you don't have it unlocked immediately. You might unlock after finishing standard now. There's a standard and a story mode. Story mode is like the easy mode. We'll say this game has had pretty damn good music. Are the roots just multi-purpose solar panels? No, the roots are like a part of nature. They're the one natural thing that they were kind of abusing. That's the way I gathered it anyway. Like like his sister was like innately connected to them some way. So is he now with that thing in his chest. That's why you keep reviving at them. Basically made him immortal. It's a good story. We'll say that. It's a good story, well written, good lore, really interesting. I did not expect this to be sci-fi. Love anything. I thought this was just going to be fantasy. Not post-apocalyptic sci-fi. Chad Smith, drummer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay, yeah, I'm not a big Chili Peppers fan, so I don't know them by name. 30 Seconds to Mars song. Yeah, okay. I do know that song at least. I literally just said there might be a hard mode. Okay, you just might have to unlock it. That wouldn't surprise me. What is this 90s anime end credits song? Why not? Now it's a 90s music video. I don't believe for a second you don't care about lore, AJ. With your Hollow Knight and Ultra Kill obsessions. Plenty of lore in those games. Welcome back, Bell. If you want to share that in the Discord, please go ahead. It's a good general thing. I'm curious. Yeah, it's one of the things I really appreciate, though. I do like the lore of this world. I was very surprised and impressed with how they put it together. It's good sci-fi. Just not what I expected from this game. I thought it was going to be just fantasy. Definitely looked like fantasy from the little bit I've seen. But I'd only seen images from the beginning, I guess. Ultra Kill lore is just Christianity lore with extra steps. It kind of is, yeah. Yeah, I agree with Bugden. Way more than I expected it to. Presentation-wise, it's great. Well put together, visually stunning, music's great. There's some really standout tracks. There's a lot of effort and care put in this game. I just wish there were in the hitboxes. Really, my number one complaint, it has some of the worst hitboxes in any action game I've ever played. It makes so much of the fights learning how to handle them completely trial and error. Like, if I had realized how low her talisman attack was last Thursday, I might have been able to beat it that day. It just all clicked for me yesterday once I figured that out. That and the eye thing. Like I said, I definitely am bad about looking too much at my character and not the opponent in side-scrollers. I do it in Hollow Knight too. It's a weird thing. I don't know. But it's something that people will say that all the time. Like, don't watch your character, watch the enemy, watch your boss, watch what you're fighting, and just see your character in your periphery. And it really does help. Because you notice the little details, like her eyes opening when she does the big red beam. What I like is the third phase music of Agong is Yi's thing rather than just more Agong's thing. Yeah, that's a really good song. That third phase song really stands out. How the turntables have tabled, and how the nines have soulsed. Oh, it's one of those videos where you listen to a drumless track and then just kills it. Yeah, I've seen some of those. It's really impressive. Twitch bugging out for you, Bub? Yeah, I wish I could avoid that, but it's not really an option anymore. I either have... Oh? Bogdan! Thank you for the tier 1 sub-gift Tupelb. Well, now you don't have ads at all. Thank you, Bogdan. I've been thinking about switching it. You have options as a streamer. It's either you have pre-roll ads for when people join your stream, or you can turn those off and you have to have ads, I think, once every hour or something. I have to look into the options again, how short they can be. But if I could set that up with a warning like I'm seeing a lot of people do these days. Like I saw that with Razimith when we were playing the Archipelago last Friday. You can tell people when the ad's about to start. I might need to do that. I don't know. Just so we don't have pre-roll ads anymore. I've just been avoiding it because I'd rather just have the one pre-roll ad and be done with it. Oh. Post-credit scene. Sean did that. Take that with him. Yeah, what Pulu just said also is a good option. Oh, he's standing. He's standing instead of his chair. And Kunlun is gone, so the sun is shining again, and they're going to warm up the planet. So humanity will live on. I guess. Maybe. Earth won't be an ice ball anymore. 27 subs, wow. That's nice of them. Here we go. Do they, Pelp? Really? I did not notice that at all. Oh, we have a new title screen. That's cool. New music. View from Earth. Blue planet. So if I do this, adventure is ended. Continuing this game will return you to an earlier branching point. Yes. Oh, where the hell am I? Ah, here. Okay, that makes some sense. You turn the sun back on, and it's plot of one shot? Yeah, I don't know what one shot is, AJ. I couldn't tell you. I like is how Yi's story and mythology is he shot down 9 out of 10 suns, which connects to Kwafu being on Earth. I guess that's true, yeah. Like I said, I don't know Chinese mythology very well, but I have heard some of this story before that this was clearly based on the characters. Yeah, so I couldn't do the rest of his story because I didn't buy this, I guess. Very annoying. Maybe we try getting some money real quick and do that. Of course, recoil? I don't know. I know very little, but I've heard good things about that one, Pulu. Yeah, I know the name, AJ, but I know nothing about it. I think I want to go for the other ending, Bogdan, which I only have to do phase 1 and 2, so that'll be very easy. Yeah, no worries, Pelb. Problem is, I need money. I'm very close to the 4,000 because I would like to get that done. He's the only story option that we didn't see character-wise. I knew it would be reasonably quick because I had gotten him down to, Aegon, down to a 3rd or a 4th yesterday, and that's where I stopped. Yeah, I guess I didn't upgrade this. I thought I did. Well, those are the only 2 things I have left to buy, and I have no money. So let's, I also knew I could do this. I could try getting the other ending. I also have some cooking to do today. I need to do some meal prep stuff because I'm running out of options, but there's a bunch of things I need to use before they go bad. Well, I'm not going to be the end of the world if I have to stop sooner today rather than later. But I would like to at least see this other ending if we can. And that NPC's story. Let's do this. Yeah, more money, please. Eat those things raw. Considering a lot of it is eggs, that's a bad idea. All right, where could I go? I think this is post everything else. Oh, there's still something I'm missing here, apparently, so I guess not entirely. Must have been the first time that I arrived at the root node in this zone. Well, let's just go here, kill some things for some money, and then try to find whatever that is. It is a good source of protein, that's why I have it. I have a whole thing of eggs, but they're going to go bad soon if I don't use them. And you can get very sick eating raw eggs. They are pasteurized, so you logically shouldn't, but how about I don't risk that and then just miss a week of streams because I'm sick? Never mind everything else. Yeah, I worked for Rocky because he was in a movie. Where is the thing I'm missing here? Nice 4,000. God, even this thing has a really low hitbox. Was that the trick this entire game? Just doing jumping talisman attacks? Because all the hitboxes are really low. You can get sick eating raw eggs. You can get sick eating most raw protein, yes. This is where I need to come after finishing his story, I think. I still gotta buy that last item. I wish I remembered whatever the hell it was here that I'm missing, but maybe that's part of that? Maybe it is. I have no idea. Well, since I have the 4,000, let's just go back and buy it. Because I guess I'm going to have to talk to him and continue his conversation a little bit. This guy coming back is very weird, but I realized it's to bounce off of him to get up there. There was an item up there. It's like the only enemy that respawns like this, where it just keeps coming back. The entire game. I don't think anything else does that. Just become immune to getting sick? Do you know how to do that? You want to tell the world's governments about that? Once I've concluded the affair with my brother, would you care to join me in a contest? I mean, one for elegant pursuits such as music, Kyung-kun, calligraphy, and painting. Okay, that's not it. I probably have to rest. Change seasons. Reach a high enough level, that's what Sung Jin Woo did. Is that the guy from Solo Leveling? Most of my collection has been exclusively purchased by you. Now all the requisite Jin, all thanks to you, Sir Yi. However, knew this was coming. What's your request this time? Oh, how shameful of me to have Sir Yi see right through me. Please allow me to explain how this matter came to be. You recall the soul-severing blade you brought me. I believe the weapon could accomplish great things. However, it was rendered useless the moment I tried to use it. Huh? That dagger was still intact after even Chang Wei exploded. What are you trying to do with it? Why, to save my brother, of course. I need, all in all, I'm not urgent, now need urgent need of a tool sharper than the dagger. After some investigation, I think that a weapon held by a Celestial Enforcer located in the warehouse might do the job. An elite guard from the Celestial Legion, really not easy to deal with. I know too well how difficult the task is, which is why I have no choice but to come to you. Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me where I should go and what I'm looking for again. I feel like I probably already have it. It's in the inner warehouse. Look for the Celestial Enforcer's weapon, also called a Firestorm Ring. I do have it. Okay, we're fine. Go about 5 years without getting sick. Not sure if that's going to hold forward, but fingers crossed. Yeah, I haven't been sick. Again, crossing fingers. I've been sick in like at least 2 years. Any sort of significant illness. So I'm happy with that much. At least 2, maybe 3. I don't remember the last time. I did eventually get COVID. That's fucking horrible, but I think I've been sick since then, but not severely. So you're applying manhwa logic to real life, AJ, is what you're saying. Expected Sir Yi to return completely unscathed. Unscathed, sure, let's call it that. Texture, a sharp feather-light blade emitting surges of energy like thunder. Magnificent. This weapon will definitely put a hole in my brother's chest. Huh? What? I'm sorry? What are you going to use it for? Oh, why else does one use a weapon? I've been collecting Jin and weapons to arm myself in battle against Jing Tan. You want to kill your brother? Why? Word kill could be precise, but we synthetic beings have no heartbeat. I just wish for my brother to cease all functions. Never said this. Hate him. Not in the slightest. The heavens and earth bear witness to my fraternal love. As you must know, synthetic beings like my brother and I are ruled by our locomotion and not by our mortality. The same way, the fate of my brother can't be defined by signs of life or death. That because you don't want him to be under the control of others. Like you said, he was unable to live for himself as a dead man walking, right? To think that you and I could have developed such a rapport in our short time together. The pity that, for centuries, both of us gazed in the same direction, yet he never understood that poem. My brother and I, we differed from one another. But that doesn't matter. Anything beautiful would rather perish with dignity than endure in silence. You know better than me how tough Xing Tang will be to deal with. And besides, I thought you hated violence. The road ahead may be treacherous, but for my brother, I shall press on without hesitation. Such an important matter cannot be left for others to resolve. All my preparations are complete. I should take my leave soon. I cannot express the immense gratitude I have for your assisting and housing me, Sir Yi. Can't stop you, but it's best to be careful. Now we're probably good. Your mom's the same way, so is your son, so probably genetic. Yeah, that sounds genetic to me. Good genes. Avoiding sickness that long. The Holy Water of Life by ascending the Demon Tower. Is this also a solo leveling thing? I don't know. I know nothing about the plot of that game. Story. Manhwa. Anime. I guess it's a lot of things now. This is also solo leveling. That's what I figured, because that seems to be your current obsession. I don't know. I've been thinking about reading it. I just haven't had time, but it has been in the back of my mind. So we're at the point where I could try to upgrade things more, but I really don't need to because I didn't have those arrows anyway, and I also only have to fight phase 1 and 2 to get the bad ending. I don't have to do phase 3 again, so fighting her should go very quickly. So we just have to get to that point again, I think. Let's rest again just to make sure there isn't more conversation, and then we'll just go do that. Let's see what the bad ending is. Well, you're still here. You watched the entire anime over the weekend? Top 10 biggest Oro farmers of all time. Yeah, I've seen a few memes about that, so I can believe it. I don't know. I'm just not crazy about that style of character, to be honest. Doesn't mean it can't still be a good story. But I don't know. The overpowered main character trope is just everywhere now. So many. Oh, did Shiu last say that he's gonna kill his brother? Well, cease his brother from functioning? Yeah, I figured as much. Because I had the other item he needed, so I just immediately gave it to him. I assume I have to come here after doing the hallway fight thing? Like on my way out? Nothing happened the last time when I came up over here. I'm sure there is, Boo. There's always a reason why they're overpowered. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. I just don't usually love that character trope. After point of no return. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go do that then. I'm not going to worry about upgrading the arrows since I'm not going to have to do phase 3 anyway. Next season explains why. I don't know. Like I said, if anything, I'm probably going to read it if I really like it. Maybe Mackenzie and I will watch the anime. I'm sure you can, Pulu. What are you, Amish? I don't know. Ask Pulu. He's read all of it and the sequel. So is he super Amish? By that logic? Oh, you know what I should do? Fix my talismans. Fix my jades, rather. Now that I'm not worrying about farming for the moment. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Just go with what I was using at the end there, I think. Oh, it's a different creator for the sequel? Are they involved at all? Yeah, ideally doing both if I like it, AJ. I just have more time to read these days. It's easier. Easier to pick up and read something. If I can't sleep some night or something. Watching an anime is not going to help me fall asleep one way or the other. Ugh. Never mind the fact that I don't really like watching stuff by myself too much anymore these days. So I only really watch stuff if Mackenzie and I are watching it together. Oop. No, I mean, is the original creator involved in the creation of that at all? Like, consulting or something? Not the character. I mean the creator. Oh, get out of the fire. Oh, well, this is where I need to be. What am I doing? Can't sleep, just watch instead of sleeping. I just explained why I wouldn't do that. Forced slow walk. Gotta love it. Especially when you've already seen it. Did that mod skip stuff like this, Pel? Or attempt to? He's like slow walking basic cutscene things. Well, they're basically cutscenes functionally.
Say.
Skip.
天佑研究来查，
I don't know what I said. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. That's good. Like if I were to play this again on PC, like if I did it for Randomizer or Archipelago or something down the line, then yeah, I definitely would want a mod if I could. Once randomizers have been around for a while, though, they often build that stuff into the randomizer. But I know this randomizer is pretty early because it won't help you sleep. Don't sleep at all and watch it instead. See, I'm an adult, so that's not an option. There's also, I just don't like watching shit by myself anymore thing that I mentioned. I watch very, very little TV or movies in any form by myself these days. Pretty much only with Mackenzie. I want to skip so badly. The author's not involved with Ragnarok, but it has his full endorsement. That's better than not, but it still feels weird to me. I would probably only read Ragnarok if I really liked the base original story. Again, that's why I do want to give it a chance. I don't read a lot of manhwa as it is. It's always an option. If you want to die, maybe. Sleep deprivation is bad. The only thing that determines the true ending or bad is the dialogue with Kwafu. Okay, that's what I thought, Pill. That's why I was fine just mashing. Yeah, that is the biggest issue for me, Pel. I could never do that with the 1,000+ episodes and the terrible early dub. The 4Kids stuff is just so bad. That's why I'm curious about that new version. Mackenzie and I did watch the live action One Piece, and that honestly wasn't bad. It was better than I expected it to be. Like, the fact that I can't skip these cutscenes is baffling. Especially since I've seen them once now. This game does need some quality of life updates. Only if you let it be? How? Again, you've got some crazy science, AJ, that you're just not telling anybody about. Still watching without having to binge it. It'll just take you a while. Well, that's technically true of anything, Paladin. Problem is, there's so many things to watch. So many things to watch, so many things to play, and only so much time in a day. And I don't know if I'm gonna like One Piece enough to want to watch 1,000 episodes, especially since so much of it is kind of filler and bad, especially, again, the early stuff. The really bad 4Kids dub. Yeah, you liked it. You looked forward. Like I said, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I enjoyed it. That's what I'm saying, Pulu. The One Piece, the new version. That has me intrigued. Especially since I'm hoping it will have, you know, all of the filler cut out, hopefully. Better animation, and a proper dub. Okay, so I don't need this. Just saw a hack and my brain went, I must do that. The hallway. Yeah, this is the hallway. Like, take away your UI. It's so bad. Just skip to the interesting bits. You have to know what the interesting bits are. I don't like doing that. It's so easy to miss things. They might blend into the filler. You're probably talking about the newer version of that, because I'm talking about the original One Piece version, Pelt. The original 4Kids version. Where they censored everything. I'm sure it's been redone plenty since then. I just don't know enough to really pay attention to it. Yeah, look it up. That you could do that, but then again, what little things would you miss that might actually matter? I hate this part so much. Plus, I don't want to do that. That's a lot of effort for something that I don't even know if I'm really like. God damn it. Hello, Dr. Gurk. The fan project One Piece, which cuts down a lot of the filler, but I don't know if it covers all of it. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm probably just going to wait for the new version. Do the same thing Pulu's doing. Like, Pulu can't even get through it. Pulu watches all of the anime. See, what's funny is I didn't die my first time through this, but I'm clearly just not paying enough attention. It's a nightmare, Peld. This was the era of just like true anime censorship. The bullshit people claim now. That's the nice part about being retired, Guildford. That's not... Oh, come on. Turned the wrong way. I need to actually focus on this part. Your only clue that you're getting low health is the flashing on the edge of the screen. And I knew I was. I meant to fire to the right to stun him and then heal. But I am not paying as much attention as I probably should. The beginning up to the end, Mon was so fucking good. It pisses me off. The anime is getting handled like shit. Yeah, I understand that, Boo. I don't know anything about it. Even I'm annoyed seeing how bad that animation is. Because it's awful. I've only seen examples of it on Twitter, but dear Lord, is that bad. Ah, that goes early. Just trying to do one charge. Damn it. Ah. Just again. This is a place where that Jade that allows you to hit multiple targets with your talisman attack would actually be really useful. Oh, come on. Oh, no, no. Oh, this is fucking bad. Damn it. You have to go through the flashback of Ace and Loop before I see what happened next. Huh? Trailer has more animation than the 3 episodes out right now. That almost seems intentional, Pulu. Did you, Pelb? I missed you saying that. Yeah, this room is terrible. It is the worst room in the game, which is funny because it's at the very end. And of course, now I can't change talismans, which is even worse. God, there is some really... Much as I do like this game, and I still definitely do, there is some really questionable design. Like, they start the point of no return literally at a point where you can't change anything. You can't go back to a hub to buy anything. You can't change your talisman settings or your jades, rather. And then they give you this hallway and take away your UI. Cloud Piercer? I would think this would work better. But I guess I could try Cloud Piercer. I guess it would go straight through all of them, you're right. Oblivion that good, never played it. I mean, a lot of people love it. It's jank as fuck. It's in many ways simplified from Morrowind. I did finish it when I originally played Oblivion. It's amazing to me how much they have failed to keep this secret, this whole Oblivion remaster. It's been leaked multiple times. There were countless pages up that people could already see. You could apparently download it yesterday for a moment before they took it off. You can just kill any of them, then you'd have to dodge around here for a very long time and not get hit. That would be the difficulty there. Of course I don't get that one. It's crazy to me they at least don't start you at a root node during this, so you can change things if you need to. Here we go. Studio A-Cat? Yeah, I don't even know that studio by name, Pulu. Not worse than the Switch 2 leaks? I don't know. Some of that shit we weren't really sure about, whereas this has been obvious that it was real from the very beginning. Alright, we're out of that horrible hallway. Yeah, but thankfully they give you a lot of arrows, so it makes the run back really easy. That's the one considerate thing they do in this section. How did you hit me behind you? These fucking hitboxes, even the little guys. They're diving forward. Didn't build there yet, but it's okay. Oh, shit. It. Oh my. Okay. Well. There we go. Messy as hell because I'm not focusing. Yeah, it's definitely an annoying run back, that's for sure. Just in case. It's still just lore, right? Yeah. Cool. Oh god, don't burn me to death, please. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh my god, we're so close, but so far. I need to remember there's more enemies or not. There sure is! God, of course I have no more arrows. Oh my fucking god, why? So many damn wave fights. Damn it! Do I have to redo that whole fucking section? Oh, thank God. I couldn't remember. They were at least a little considerate and gave some weird fake checkpoint. Normally wouldn't exist. Would have been more weird, questionable design if they did, to be honest. But I'm glad they didn't. God, I'm just not paying attention at all. This thing's attacks are not that hard to parry. Can we just be done with this already? Now I want the explosion guy, but getting that guy and not the others is, of course. Get the guy behind me. Alright, we're through. I mean, it's definitely not good design. So there's a lot of really smart design in this game. There's also a lot of weird things, and actually the biggest thing is the hitboxes. Like how I hit the guy behind me there. Took me long enough. I won't argue with that because I did it my first try on Friday or Thursday. Like I said, I'm not focused. I'm relaxed too much now that I've beaten the game. I know we're going into a much easier version of the boss fight. I only have to do phase 1 and 2. I just have to get there. Yeah, I forgot. Definitely. Get out of my way. Come on. Fucking double hits. Why do they even give you all this money? You can't spend it, can you? Like, where would you spend it? Like, there's no... If there's any shop you can spend it in. Can you still buy from Kuafu? I couldn't remember if you actually could. See, now we know he's there because it's an NPC. Wait, what am I doing? There's an elevator. Yeah, I guess the recycler if you haven't bought everything yet. Alright, Chiyu. Oh no, you got slaughtered. Wow. And your brother woke up and killed you, it looks like. Sorry, it seems I have overestimated my abilities. I couldn't stop Jing Tian. It's alright. You're a scholar after all. Don't you mean? Your injuries, is there any way to repair them? This time, even with all the Jin and New Kunlun, it would accomplish nothing. In the end, I shall be the one to shudder mine eye first. Dreams disappear into the clouds, everything returns to naught. I'll help you deal with them. How shameful to have troubled you up to the very end. It's nothing. Just lay down and be at peace. Perish with dignity, and not endure in silence. Chiyu just cannot get a good end. Clearly not. Do I have another boss here? I already fought him once. That's why he's just ahead. I guess he regrew some limbs. Yeah, it looks like I do. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's this again. Yeah. Oh, fuck you, ads. This game has at least been pretty good about not having ads in boss fights. Especially annoying ones that don't really die. And he's already regenerating. Come on. Just trying to get a 1 so I still have it for him. I have to shut down his regeneration pretty bad. Alright, that wasn't that bad at all. There we go. Well, Chiyu really doesn't get a good ending, but at least they're both at peace now, I guess. I'm sure it did help. Well, let's go get that bad ending. I remember how to get through here. Don't I go back up? Oh, no, I have to go that way. I did the container. See, when you did this for Archipelago, right, you just got the bad ending, so you just did the two-phase fight. The fact that you can do that certainly makes it more reasonable. But if you set the good ending for your goal, that might suck. I don't know if you can, of course. But I could see this being a decent randomizer, considering how doable the first two phases are, especially for me anyway. I don't know. Like, you said that phase 2 was harder for you, but I really don't find that to be the case for me. It's just funny how that works out. Everything's different for everybody. You have to get all the Shanshan relics, poisons, plus Rhizomatic Bomb. Yeah, you would. This is true. Yeah. would be a much more extensive goal. Oh, I'm sure you don't. But again, you played for 100 hours. I think I'm at like a third of your time. I guess we'd have to see in the main save file select. Probably a little bit less than that. This game ended up just being a whole lot bigger than I expected it to be, too. Like, there was so much more. Refill the heals. 107 now. You did do a randomizer, I guess, and then you've also done some of the runs. Vince, what you doing? Looking very intense, buddy. Rest for safety. Yeah, this is definitely a game that I can see having more fun with on repeated playthroughs. Like, once you understand how it works. Because mechanically, it is fun. It just doesn't do a good job of teaching you things it needs to. And hitboxes, of course, are one of the biggest things there because that's all trial and error. But once you know how to handle something, you can get good at it. Vincent, please, why? Just get off my desk, buddy. Mash. Vincent. Yeah, there's a boss refight thing, isn't there? I thought that's what that was on the menu there. Hey! Vincent. And I have a phone call, 1 sec. Probable spam. Used to not be in the game and got access to it in beta through the Red Candle Discord. That's cool. That is a very cool thing to do for fans. All right, so what I say here is what matters. Not the time to mourn. So I assume this, because you're picking between the two red options. I assume this is the I'm not ready for the end moment thing to pick. But yeah, no. Now that I think about it, the Solarians are a more pressing issue. Bad ending. The selfish ending. Say that, but at this point, what can we do about it? Be honest, I more or less agree with what the other souls have been saying. Even if you overthrew the 9 souls, would it do anything for the future of our people? Are you going to stop the Eternal Cauldron project? And that's not mentioning how New Kunlun is in complete chaos. Do you still remember our original promise? What promise? We'd both return home in a blaze of glory. Hold on. You're planning on going back to Penglai? I checked the energy levels of the Radiant Pagoda. It should be doable. Indeed, we have been storing enough energy through the roots for centuries. We should theoretically be able to initiate a second space warp. But that's all strictly theoretical. New Kunlun's navigation systems do not have a built-in return procedure. Did you forget who wrote that system in the first place? You got me there. If there's anyone who could get us back home, it'd be you. Trust me, it'll be fine once we return home. How is it you always find a way to win me over? Yeah, better than croaking this far from home. What's the plan? Still have some time before the code is revised. I need to get to the root pinnacle to stop Aegon. However, there is something I can only ask your help for. Let me guess, Sean. Yes, help me take care of him. What a hassle. Can't you raise him yourself? Okay, so this is probably the same. Yeah. Yeah. I did, Dr. Gurk. Yeah. That's what we did at the beginning today. My first finish of this game, first completion. Was getting the true ending. 3-phase fight. I got to do the 2-phase. Yeah. Long sword. You mean a lightsaber? I already imagine your jaw dropping when you see the ocean on Penglai. Oh yeah, talking about bringing him to the planet. An ocean? You're gonna teach me how to swim so I can swim all the way to your hometown. You're gonna need a bunch more lungs for that. It takes months to even walk that kind of distance. You know, how do you know if you've never tried it yourself? You have to come back safe and sound, Yi. I guess I can do this, but not that it really matters at this point. Yeah, I don't have enough for level 3, plus I'm not going to really need to use it. It was unexpected. Aegon was never the type to act on emotion. She would do everything right the first time. Why would she spare your life while you were trapped in her soulscape? I don't get it. There's probably no escaping a head-on confrontation now. Trouble's brewing on the horizon. Fortunately, I have an excellent craftsman on my side who will save the day. You and your sweet talk. Let me know when you still want to adjust your, if you still want to adjust your gear. I think I'm good. As good as I'm gonna be. I know I can handle phase 1 and 2 pretty cleanly now, and if that's all I gotta do. Nothing else is different, then we should be fine. On the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Not paying enough attention. I beat that final boss and my brain just kind of shut off. Hopefully I can still do this. Normally I don't even go for multiple endings, but I did like the story and lore of this game enough just because I'm really curious to see what the quote-unquote bad ending is going to be. Final boss is easier than False Knight. False Knight being the first boss of Hollow Knight, correct? Status. Oh yeah, I did upgrade that. Yeah, here we go again. He doesn't appear bad at first until you properly look into it. I guess that's true, you don't have to. Already asleep, Vincent. I assume she's going to be basically saying the same thing.
What's all?
Yeah. Seems to be exactly the same.
유지야 외누
That's concerning, Pulu.
파짐 제반 우쇼짐 자 거산후이 와군 진사이 도힌토.
Yeah. Gonna kill me, I know. Take out your lightsaber. we go again. Shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, like I said, it is a very fun boss fight once you figure it out. It's just a lot that is not straightforward, like how ridiculous that talisman hitbox is. One of the shortest hitboxes in the game, but also one of the widest. Ew. Oh god, what am I doing? Shit. Looking away. Ew. Shit. I hope you find him, Pulu. That's concerning. There we go. Oh, how did I miss the last hit? Alright, easy phase 1. Guess all I gotta do is phase 2 now and we're good. Ah, I didn't let go soon enough. Oh, shit. Wasn't ready for that. Oh! Okay, that was messy, but we're good. Zara! Thank you for the raid, sir. How's it going? Welcome, raiders. How are you playing today? Ah. Shit. Out of focus. Well, say that. That's it, I guess. Two phases is so much easier than 3. That's for damn sure. Oh, Iron Mario 64. Can get above 10. I really want to give that a try. I love Mario 64. And like I said, I have attempted speedrunning on that, so I know plenty of tricks. But it's been a while since I've really put time into it. I have been seeing a lot of people playing it. It looks fun. And I've done a randomizer before, well, randomized position of items, and I know it does that much. Yeah, treats are definitely a good idea. You could just show up somewhere weird. Cats are so weird like that. Thanks, Zara. As your mentor, I have to admit, you've improved a lot. There's no hesitation between your movements. Your determination was in full show. You were supposed to be my greatest achievement. I am. That's why I've been fighting to stop you. I hope you're right. The real enemy never disappeared. I leave it to you, the fate of all Solarians. A race like 2 or 3 hours to see who gets more stars? Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. I'll have to see about setting it up. I haven't looked into it at all. I've just seen a bunch of people playing it. All right, bad ending time. Star map, course plotting complete, calibrating navigation system, destination Penglai, automatic energy reserve sufficient, open a wormhole and perform a space jump. What of a different race? Who can beat Hollow Knight the fastest? See, that wouldn't be fun because I'd have no chance, AJ. You and Pulu would destroy me at that. Already said, I'm not playing Hollow Knight either way. Oh? Are we back already? I'm not playing Hollow Knight either way until Silk Song has a proper release date. Is this his sister? Is that the implication, I guess? An hour head start still probably wouldn't be enough. I haven't beaten that game that many times. One of the few times it was randomized. But why? Because I don't even believe them entirely that it's coming out. I'll believe it when it has a full release date. Coming out in 2025, I mean. Where's the people mover going? It does mean I don't want to put time into it. I like Hollow Knight a lot. But I don't really like how they've treated the release of Silk Song. The way that they've been quiet for so long is very weird to me. And then we get a tiny, 3-second clip in a sizzle reel to finally confirm that it's actually coming in 2025. Waiting ages for you. Let's play some Keon-kun. What? Yeah, organized the recent energy reports together with Shan. Penglai's Soulscape system is functioning smoothly. There shouldn't be any short-term computing shortages. Okay. In addition, with regard to repairs being performed on the vital sanctums, we detected 0 anomalies in the core functions other than that. He just kind of takes over and has a bunch of ape men, human minions. Goes home. They're still doing the exact same thing in New Kunlun, just back on Penglai. Yeah, it seems that way. That's a little evil. Very out of character. Yeah, it's not a good ending. I'm glad I went for the good ending the first time. It's not propaganda if it's true, AJ. Because that is exactly the situation. The bad ending is just false character development. Yeah, it kind of just ignores all the character development that he's made up to that point. If you don't go with the true ending. Because the whole point of like getting to know Shan Shan deeply as a person is changing Yi as a person. Understanding that he cares about the future of the ape man and not just himself. This ending just ignores all that. It all comes down to that one choice. Yeah, I would never want to pick this one. You can't skip the credits? God damn, this game does need some quality of life. The real reason is time, AJ. There are other things I would rather spend time on, but that's the excuse. It's much easier for him to write off Hollow Knight for the moment. I already said I do plan to go back to it and do God Home, because that's the one thing I haven't beaten. It is a good song, yeah. It's just called Mountains Nine Souls. Huh. I assumed it was made for this game. This is the second time, Babacan. This is the bad ending. We already got the good ending. You only have to beat 2 phases of the final boss fight for the bad ending, so this is much easier. But I did that first and did all 3. Overall, no. If I had to play both these games and I had a choice between the two and I was stuck on like a desert island or something, yeah, I would definitely play Hollow Knight, but I'm still glad I did a first playthrough of this. There's a lot I do really like about it. The story is very good. The world is great. The combat is fun once you get the hang of it. Like I said, I think this is a game that would be more fun on repeated playthroughs more so than a vanilla playthrough. Because there's so much trial and error. The hitboxes are inexcusably bad. I don't understand why they are so bad. It feels like they really just don't want you trying to avoid attacks in any other way than parrying, but they give you a dodge that's pretty effective at like covering distance. And then you'll like dodge through enemies and get hit behind them when they're attacking to their front with like a thrust or something. It happens all the time. Every boss, even a lot of the smaller enemies, have hitboxes that do that to you. And a lot of the hitboxes just seem like they're the entire character, not just their attacking arm or weapon. Just make the entire character model spread. I don't know if these models are actually true. I'm sure you know, probably. They just make the entire character model an active hitbox. It's just not a good way to do it. it's an easy way to do it. I feel like that's probably why they did it, because it's much faster than doing precise hitboxes. And then there's really weird attacks like that final boss talisman attack, where it's like the hitbox is 3 times as wide as her character model, but only half as tall. Only goes up to her waist. You have to jump to avoid it. And you can only figure that out through a lot of trial and error. That's kind of just what it boils down to. Like, you have to trial and error to figure things out. And once you do, it's fun. It is a fun boss fight. I really did enjoy that boss fight. It is reminiscent of the kind of dance feeling of Sword Saint Ishin in Sekiro. That fun back and forth. You don't get that feeling of progress you get with the posture bar with Sword Saint Ishin, but you can use like the Hedgehog Jade and get the rebounding damage, which kind of does the same thing. Their most played song on Spotify is also pretty good. Oh yeah. The music was great. There's a lot about this game that is very good. Are they making something else? Like, do they have another game in development? Have they talked about that? For the second time, Yanni. Welcome back. This was the bad ending run. We did that real quick. Because you only have to do 2 of the 3 boss phases. So it was very easy compared to the 3 boss phases for the first completion. I'm glad I went for the good ending too, because the good ending is a lot better. Nothing has been announced from what you know. Yeah, I heard they did horror games previously. I've heard of a couple of them, but I've never played them. I think I might have seen a playthrough for one. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't know anything about this developer until this game. It does certainly make me intrigued for what they might make next. That's for sure. Fix those hitboxes, please, and bosses don't need to be marathons. Cut the HP down some. We also got on XIS's shit list, Red Candle Taiwanese, for making comparison to Winnie. What? I don't know what you mean, Girk. Yeah, I know they're Taiwanese. So what can you go back and fight in here? Is this like a... Oh, it's a like training room thing. I figured there'd be a menu. Oh, you just travel to the boss room. That's interesting. I appreciate this. I'm glad they have this. Got to be very helpful for people who want to like speed run it or do randomizers and things. China's leader doesn't like to be compared to Winnie the Pooh. They did it in one of their previous games. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't realize that's who you were talking about. All right. Well, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I fully completed it, saw both endings. It took longer than I thought it was going to. The game was a whole lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. The sci-fi twist was interesting. I really thought this was going to be a fantasy game. Like historical fiction kind of thing. But I enjoyed it quite a bit. Even with the frustrating parts. It's a game worth playing, I do think. And it's on Game Pass, so if you got Game Pass, why not? Maybe I'll do it for randomizer down the line at some point. I can see that happening. But plan this week is tomorrow we're going to go back to Kazan. First Berserker Kazan. Play that Tuesday and Wednesday. Pulu, you around? Oh. Table just creaked. All on its own. How far am I in Kazan? I don't know. I'm in a spider cave right now. Like 5 or 6 story missions in, something like that. So not super far, I don't think. I know it's fairly long. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Mechanically, it's a ton of fun. Again, my only complaint is just this incessive need to give bosses an insane amount of HP. Seems to be a thing with FromSoft, well, non-FromSoft Souls-likes. It is a lot of fun, though. I really like the combat. It's very tight. One of your favorite games of all time. You're a bit biased by how much you played it. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can understand that, Paul. Like I said, I think this is a game that would be even more fun on repeated playthroughs once you truly understand the mechanics. So I can see how you would have put 100 hours into it if you really liked it. I can very much understand that at this point. Yeah, Pulu, I don't know if you're planning on starting Expedition 33 on Thursday or not. It's coming out, it's launching at 3 in the morning Thursday. I was thinking about starting that Thursday. I really am excited for Expedition 33. The game looks incredible. You're not doing it at 3 a.m.? Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering if you were that crazy. You've got school though. Around the time you get home? Okay. Because I don't want to spoil things, obviously. But I also don't really want to have things spoiled for me. I know we're both going to be playing it. I'm surprised, Pelb. It's getting some crazy hype. Is an insanely good-looking RPG. It's some really high-profile actors from a new developer, but that's French, which is surprising because the game is basically a JRPG with like world map and everything, but like active combat where you have to aim your attacks and time dodges and hits and such. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. That's the full name. Look it up. It looks amazing. The music seems like it's going to be phenomenal. It's coming out this Thursday, but it's going to be on Game Pass as well, which is how I'm going to have it day one. Also only $50, which is insane and surprising considering how much prices are going up these days for them to actually kind of go down from 60 for what is likely to be a pretty big game. But I am going to call it here, guys. It was a lot of fun. I did like this a lot. Why is my remote not working? God, why do things break? Why do things constantly break? Hi, Vincent. It's connected too, but touchscreen inputs are not working. I have a remote for my streaming software. It just does not want to work. Yeah, I can understand that, Pelb. It's definitely a bit niche these days. Not a lot of people play them. This is the first like JRPG style game and truly of that nature that we've had in a while. And it's funny because it's being made by a French developer. I did, Pelb. I did really enjoy it. This is a game that clearly there was a lot of love and care put into. Let me see if we got somebody to raid. Send you guys onward. I knew it would be a shorter stream today, but I knew I'd also probably go for both endings because we'd have the time. I was also hoping that because I hadn't beaten it yet. Like I said, I got her down to 1/3 HP when I tried this for a couple hours yesterday. Once that final boss fight finally clicked. But I wasn't going to beat it off stream, so. Well, Tanuki's playing, and she was here earlier. Gym time, Valhub. Yeah, I didn't think I would originally, but I can see myself potentially doing this for randomizer down the line. It definitely grew on me over time, as frustrating as it could be. I'm glad I stuck with it and finished it. Watch Peld play it and gain mad skills by osmosis. Yeah, I'm going to do that definitely now. I'm going to try to catch you when you're streaming it, Peld. I'd love to watch somebody play it who actually knows what they're doing. Especially strategies for that final boss fight. You watched him once, and I'm pretty sure I can no-hit a full run. Maybe. You said you were, so I got to see about trying to catch you in the morning. I don't know when you're streaming always, so maybe I'll turn that bell on. Not like it always works. Things on Twitch always break. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but at the same time, I'm glad we finished it. It's been a long time coming, so we're going to make some real progress in Kazan. Thanks for joining me, guys. Anyone new that follows are always appreciated. There's that Discord link as well if you'd want to jump in. Everybody is welcome. Share your cat pictures. We also do a weekly Archipelago randomizer here that everybody is welcome to join. That'll be next Friday. Tomorrow? Yeah, I think I usually have streams in the background. I have streams on in the background when I'm working, so by the time you might go live, I probably already have something.